Now we are going to discuss files in Java. For file reading and file writing, it is providing a number of methods and classes. Here, Java is treating all files as byte oriented. That means you are reading as well as writing information as bytes. That means 8 bits is known as byte. And for that you have two important stream classes, which are file input stream and file output stream. File input stream for reading and file output stream for writing. So if you want to open a file, if suppose that if you are going to read input, you have to use file input stream, and if you are going to write, you have to use file output stream. So whether it is file input stream or file output stream, uh, inside that, as a constructor of this file input stream or file output stream, you have to pass the name of the file to be read or be written to. Okay, that means here you have to create a handle or object which is file. If it is for reading, you have to create a file input stream object, and if you want to write, you have to create a file output stream object. If you are creating either file input stream object or file output stream object, then that is equivalent to opening the file. So there is no explicit open statement. So if you create a file input stream object or file output stream object, that means you have opened that file. For both of this file input stream and file output stream, you have to pass one parameter, which is the name of the file. That is the constructor. So here two constructors are shown: file input stream string file name throws file not found exception, file output stream string file name file not found exception. That means as parameter to file input stream and file output stream, we are passing a file name, and so if such a file does not exist, it will throw a file not found exception. So if you want to close a file, you have to use close. Now I told you about how to open a file and how to close a file. Now how to read and write files. So for reading a file, you have to use a read. Reading means when read statement is executed, a single byte of data is read, and if you are writing, a single byte of data is written. Okay, if you are reading a file, it's a single byte, and upon reaching the end of the file, when the end of file is read, then it will return -1. And for writing a file, if you want to write, you have to pass a byte as your parameter. Write a byte, and that will also throw an IO exception, and lower 8 bits are returned to the file. So this is how data is read and data is written. And when we'll go through an example, and we will be thorough with this. Here this is a copy program, and the execution of the copy program is given last. Copy ABCDEF means you have to copy. That means this is not the complete program, you have to complete it. Here this is the code snippet, and here when you are using it in the console, you have to write copy ABCDEF means you have to take a copy of ABC and put it in DF. That means after executing this program, the entire content of ABC is copied to DF. Now DF is an exact replica of ABC. So ABC and DF are two file names, and in Java command line arguments, the ABC is argument of 0, ARGS of 0, and DF is ARGS of 1. Okay, that means those are treated as command line arguments. Now here I file input stream and file output stream, file input stream fin and file output stream fout. Now you are going to create two objects, fin and fout. Here for the input stream, you have passed argument 0 or ABC as your file name, and for file output stream ARGS of 1 or DEF as the file name. Now the input file is ABC and the output file is DEF, and this is in a trisection, and if both of these files are not there, it will generate a file not found exception, otherwise it will open these two files. Okay, after that, in the next try, you are going to have a do while loop, and in this do while loop, I is equal to fin dot read means it is reading a single byte from the first file ABC, and it will advance to the next byte, and after reading this byte, f dot write I means you are going to write that character to the other file. That means f out is pointing to DEF. Now again, while I not equal to -1 means upon until the end of the file is reached. When I is equal to -1, that means that is the end of the file. That means do this. That means you are going to read on byte, you are going to write it. Then again reading, again return to that until end of the file is encountered. So that is why do while I not equal to -1. Catch IO exception. That means if when reading and writing, if any error is generated, that will be caught by an IO exception class, and file error will be printed. So upon completing, that means upon after taking a copy of ABC to DEF, you have to close fin and fout. That is why fin dot close and fout dot close. So that's all about opening, reading, writing, and closing of a file. With regard to this, you have to remember two stream objects, just file input stream and file output stream, and the methods are read, write, and close. Okay, there is no explicit open statement. Once you are creating a file input stream or file output stream, automatically that object or that file is open. That's all.